Hey everyone, this is a review for Fear 2. Yay, Fear 2. Finally I'm reviewing it. I finally beat it. And I gotta say I'm not quite alright. I'm not the biggest fan of Fear 1, of course. I gave it a B. A B is pretty much 8 out of 10. That's decent, okay? People say that's low. Oh, you rate your games low. I'm not saying they're great. I'm saying, like, I gave a Gears of War 2 an A. You know what an A is? An A is a 9.5. That's good. That's really good, okay? I don't know why people say I rate too low. I usually gives B's, minuses, B's, and B pluses. I never gave like a C or a C minus. I gave a C plus. That was to Frontlines, and it really deserved it because it's really mediocre. It's not fun. But this game right here, this game's pretty fun. I'm not the biggest fan of Fear, uh, but I did like this game. Uh, Now, the only real big differences there is that Oma is a little older. She's naked this time. Uh, well, she might have been naked in Fear 1. I couldn't tell because I didn't play that much. But I did play a lot of Fear 2. I beat the game, and I'll tell you right now, the ending's pretty fucked up. If you played it, you know what happens at the end. Don't spoil it in the comment section or anything. Don't spoil it for people that want to play it. If they don't want to play it, I don't tell them, hey, what happened? It's pretty simple what happened. It's actually kind of big twist. I mean, it's not a big twist. I kind of saw something was going to happen. Of course, Oma ain't going to get stopped because, of course, Fear 1 made, I think it made a decent amount of money. And so they had to go make at least Fear 2 and 3. So 2, I heard, made some money. Fear 3 is coming. I can tell you right now, definitely. After the cliffhanger they gave us, yes. Uh, Now the gameplay is kind of like Call of Duty a little bit. The only reason I say that is because it has that little retarded zoom thing you could do. That was kind of like Call of Duty 4. I never really played Call of Duty 4. Mm. Take a swallow of my drink. My drink. Yeah, I never played much of Call of Duty 4, but I played Call of Duty 5 a little bit. I played 2 multiplayer games in that. I was like, bleh. I don't like it. Why? It felt too much like freaking something like Battlefield, except a little smaller map and people spawn kill and motor dom you. So it's bullshit and sick the dogs out on you. So really, I don't like that cheap shit. So I'll keep the Gears of War 2 where there's cheap shit, but not much. Anyway, this is Fear 2 review. Alright, I'm already up to 3 minutes. I barely talked about anything. The story, I can't really tell much of it. There's not much of it, but it does explain some things. If you never played Fear 1, don't worry. You can play Fear 2 and still understand what's going on. Because it has a different cast of characters. And to be honest, I felt for some of these characters. I felt for the girl named Sergeant. I think her name was Sergeant Stokes. The other soldier guy you hang out with was Keegan. I felt for that guy too. Not like that. I felt for the girl because she was kind of like the love interest, to be honest. She felt like it. They just never said anything. My character doesn't speak at all, just like the Fear 1 character. So that's kind of bullshit. I hate characters that don't talk. They just, like, Master Chief, at least he said stuff. At least you knew he talked. And like Gordon Freeman, what the talk, asshole. Shit. I hate, and Fable 2. I'm looking at games right now that people don't talk in. Fable 2, your guy, I mean, he talks, he goes, yeah, and stuff, but he doesn't talk like, hey, asshole, fuck you. Uh, I'm trying to think of, that's it. I just hate main characters that don't talk. I just hate it. Uh, but, yeah, so they have some characters I actually kind of cared for. It has a whole bunch of gore. Some new enemies, I think new enemies. I'm not sure. They didn't really introduce them as new enemies, so I'm thinking maybe it. I know the string monster that I told you about in Fear 1. If you didn't hear the Fear 1 review, then here it is again. It's like a monster that pretty much absorbs any dead body and makes it come back to life, except it's all like ragdoll and shit. So if it's a soldier with a gun, he'll be like shooting in the wrong direction and shit, and it's really creepy. So yeah, well, you also have some weapons like the hammerhead, like I talked about before. It's pretty much the spike gun. For some reason, I don't like it in this game that much because, I don't know, it just didn't feel like cool to me. And sometimes when you kill people, it didn't really pin them up against a wall. But Fear 1, if you kill someone, whoosh, just like fucking, I don't know, pinning up someone onto a wall. Anyway, Yeah, the gameplay feels pretty good. It's just shoot, 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 get scared, shoot, shoot, get scared, get scared, shoot, 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 shoot stuff that's scaring you, and shoot, bam, bam, I'll tell you right now, the school is scary as shit. I'll just tell you right now, there's a school part, and of course, like, stuff moves around. The girl pops up, and that's the cool thing about this game. I told you before, the ghosts can attack you. Yes, the ghosts can attack you. In this one, I was not like wrong about that. I just saw like a trailer of it. Yeah, the ghosts do attack you. Some ghosts are actually not ghosts; they're like soldiers. Some you'll see later in the game. They're just like really fast soldiers or something like that. Whatever. Anyway, so the enemies are pretty similar to Fear 1. I'm not really sure, but there's not really much puzzles in this game. Sometimes there's an area that's locked, so you have to find a way to get to wherever you need to go, and it's pretty simple. Sometimes it's like a bus is about to fall on you. What do you have to do? Get out of the way. There's a train coming. What do you have to do? Get out of the way. Pretty much simple like that. There's snipers. What do you have to do? Get a sniper and snipe them. Well, okay, like that. It's pretty simple. Oh, and there's two parts in the game where you get to jump into a mech. I forgot what it's called, and that was pretty fun. The second time it was you pretty much get your ass raped. The second time the first time's fun. You just blast people away. Did I mention the gore? Yes, I did. On the way you meet different characters, like a guy named Snake Fist. You don't really meet him. You talk to him later. You meet him. Obviously you meet Olma. You meet oh, and you also have like a commander or a sergeant that pretty much he's black. So guess what happened to him? Not much else to talk about. I mean, the graphics are not like Fear 1. Fear 1 when that came out was like 2005, I think, or 2006 on the PC. Yeah, I think it was 2005. People were like, "Oh my god, those graphics are so good." And now people were like, "Yeah, they're decent." I mean, we saw it better, but yeah, they're decent. I think they're okay. I think they work for what it is, but Fear 2 definitely is no great looker shooter. I didn't play on the HD, but I saw it on the TV and I was like, "That's good." Might like it better on HD, but I'm not gonna play it again. I returned it. I I got I got Oni Chanbara Bikini Samurai Squad, yay! Which is actually pretty decent. So yeah, that's pretty much my review of Fear 2. I don't want this to be very long. Shit, it's already 8 minutes almost. I'm going to end this at 8:30. Just like the time that it is right now. That's a lie, it's actually 12:30. So yeah. What else? The sound, I mean, it's decent. Firing, boom, some cool explosion sounds and all that. I mean, it's decent. It's not great, but it's decent. Entertainment now, here, I'll just go through the multiplayer real quick. The multiplayer is decent. I didn't really like it. Played 2 games. I'd even get up to private. That's how bad I thought it was, actually. I thought it was really bad. Players are pretty stupid. Sometimes you spawn right where there's like 5 enemies, so you get blasted. Some enemies have different guns than I do, so of course that's bullshit. They had that little blasty gun that shoots a big puff of blue shit and incinerates your ass. And yeah, if you touch that shit, you're dead. And I didn't know how to get that, so maybe I had to go through the map. I don't care. So the multiplayer, I didn't like it that much. Oh shit, it's past 8:30. So yeah, I didn't like the multiplayer. Go pick up Left 4 Dead. That's all I have to say. If you want to get scared, play Left 4 Dead. Come on. Come on. But still, Fear 2 is a good game. Really good game, actually, to be honest. Not as good as Left 4 Dead, but good. It's a good beginning of the year, to be honest. What came out? Oh, I don't know. Shit, I know that it's a pretty good year. I mean, beginning of the year. I don't think any real bad games came out so far. Some people say Oni Chanbara. Some say Shell Shock 2, which is not even out yet, but there's so many bad reviews of it so far, and I'm going to rent that game. And some say people say actually the new 50 Cent game is actually pretty fun, so I might rent that too. I hate 50 Cent, but I like shooters. So anyway, thank you for listening. It's a very long review, I know, but shit, I don't know what I'll do. I might just have one picture up. Maybe I'll have a couple of pictures just looking, just like, yeah, I don't think you care about the pictures, do you? Do you? I can't have 9-10 minutes of pictures. That'll take like so long to find and shit, so thank you. Goodbye.